Hello students, I am Mrs. Madhuri Mhatre. Welcome you all in the next lecture of Mathematics 1. In the previous lecture, we have completed revision of chapter number 1, that is linear equations in two variables. Today I am starting with the revision of chapter 2. Chapter 2 is quadratic equations. In quadratic equations, we have topics, the general form of quadratic equations, then to check whether the given equation is quadratic or not. Then we have methods of solving quadratic equations. In that, we have factorization method. Second method is completing square method, which is omitted under the reduction in syllabus. Third is formula method. After that, the topic nature of the roots of the quadratic equations. Then relation between roots and coefficients. This particular topic again is omitted. And finally, we have applications of quadratic equation, that means word problems. Okay. Now let us start. First of all, let us remember the important points about the quadratic equations. The general form of the quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a, b, c are real numbers, but the condition is what? A cannot be 0. A is non-zero, because if a is 0, then the equation will not remain quadratic. Quadratic means what? The equation with order 2, or the degree of the equation should be 2. So here if a is 0, then the degree of the equation does not remain 2. That is why this condition is important. Then the next thing is the meaning of the roots of the quadratic equation or solution of the quadratic equation. So here the values of the variable, like in this case x is a variable. So the values of variables which satisfy the given equation. That means the value for which left hand side is equal to right hand side. Okay, so such values of variables, they are called as solutions or roots of the quadratic equation. Now here, since the degree of the equation is 2, the quadratic equation can have maximum 2 roots or maximum 2 solutions. It can have one solution also. That means both the roots or both the solutions are equal, or it is possible that the equation has no real roots. Okay, so those conditions we are going to see ahead. Here you have to keep in mind the general form, that is x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a cannot be 0. Now let us see questions based on this, that is practice set 2.1. Okay, so the very first question here is write any two quadratic equation. It's an open-ended question. Now second one, decide which of the following are quadratic equations. Okay, so here we have to check two things, that we should have only one variable, and second thing to check is it's the degree of the equation. Okay, so let us see the question now here. Like first one, x square plus 5x minus 2 is equal to 0. So here first we have to write about the variable, that the equation has only one variable and the maximum index of the variable x is 2, and therefore the given equation is a quadratic equation, or the equation is quadratic in variable x. Okay, so this way you have to write down these two properties. You have to justify these two properties. First of all, we should have only one variable, and second thing is that the degree of the variable, the highest index here, should be 2. Then and then only the equation is quadratic, otherwise it is not a quadratic equation. Like see here, question number 6, you can see, when we write it properly, we will find that the degree of the equation here is 3 and not 2. Therefore, the equation is not a quadratic equation. Or in case of third one also, when we multiply here by y, we are going to get y cube here. That means the degree is not 2, degree is 3. Therefore, this is also not a quadratic equation. So first of all, you have to solve it and then you have to check. Okay, so third one, as I have said, let us see the equation now. See, here I don't want this y in denominator, so I am going to multiply by y on both the sides. So when I am multiplying here, here I will get y cube, here I will get plus 1, and here I will get 2y. And when we write it properly, we will get it like this: y cube minus 2y plus 1 is equal to 0. Now what we can observe here is y is the only one variable, but the degree of the equation is 3 and not 2, or the maximum index, the highest index of the variable y is 3 and not 2. Therefore, it is not a quadratic equation. Okay. So here we have to observe these two conditions. Let us go ahead. Third question. Write the following equations in the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Then write the values of a, b, c for each equation. What this question means is, the equations which are provided here, they are not in the standard form. That is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So we have to bring them in standard form, and then we have to write down values of a, b and c. Okay, so that means whatever terms we have, all the terms we have to take on left hand side, and then we have to write down is equal to 0 on right hand side, and then we have to compare with the standard form, and then we need to write values of a, b and c. So let us see the first question here. 2y is equal to 10 minus y square. So this minus y square we can shift to LHS. So it will become plus y square, and 10 also we will shift to, so it will become minus 10. And when we write it properly, we will get it like this. See, minus y square will become plus y square, then plus 2y as it is, and minus 10 is equal to 0. So now see, the equation is converted into the standard form. Now we can compare it with the standard form, that is x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. And from that, we have to write down values of a. Like here, value of a is 1, value of b is 2, and value of c is minus 10. Okay, as I have said previously also, even though you have y as variable, while comparing, always you can compare with x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, because by default in standard form we are taking x as a variable. Okay, so same thing you can write down here. Got it? Let us see one more. X minus 1 the whole square is equal to 2x plus 3. So here we have to expand this bracket by using the formula a minus b the whole square. That is a square minus 2ab plus b square. So when we expand here, that time we will get it like this. X square minus 2x plus 1 is equal to 2x plus 3. Right hand side is written as it is. We have used this formula to expand the left hand side. Now let us take all the terms on left hand side, and we will write it properly. So first we will write down the term with highest index, that is x square. Then this minus 2x and this minus 2x shifted, so it will again become minus 2x, and plus 1, and this plus 3 when shifted it will become minus 3 and is equal to 0. Okay, so here you will find that these two are like terms. So minus 2x and minus 2x, that will give us minus 4x, and plus 1 minus 3 will give us minus 2. So the equation is x square minus 4x minus 2 is equal to 0. Now see, it is converted to standard form, and we can compare it with the standard form, that is x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, and then we can write down a is equal to 1. When we cannot see any number here, it is 1. Okay, then b is equal to minus 4 and c is equal to minus 2. Okay, so all these are 1 mark questions. Take a note of this. Okay, these are 1 mark questions, and you need to prepare accordingly for that. Such questions can be asked in question number 1b. Now let us go ahead. The next type of question is determine whether the values given against each of the quadratic equation are roots of the equation. Okay, now here this question also can come for 1 mark or it can come for 2 marks also. Okay, here what you have to do is here in the equation you have to put the given value and you have to check for LHS. If LHS is equal to RHS, then we can say that the value given against the variable is the root or the solution of the equation. Okay, that means we have to only evaluate LHS and we have to compare it with RHS. If they both are equal, then and then only the value is the root, otherwise it is not a root. Okay, so whenever the word determine, check, such words are coming, keep in mind that you are going to solve only LHS. You are not going to go for RHS. Solve LHS and compare with RHS. Okay, so let us see one of the question here. First one, x square plus 4x minus 5 is equal to 0. And two values of x are given. Firstly, x is equal to plus 1 and secondly, x is equal to minus 1. So we have to check for these two separately. So first let us check for x is equal to plus 1. Okay. So here this is the given equation, x square plus 4x minus 5 is equal to 0. So here now we will substitute x is equal to 1 in left hand side of the equation. So we will write only left hand side. Left hand side is equal to. And then here in place of x we are going to write down plus 1. So 1 square plus 4 into 1 minus 5. So 1 square is 1 and 4 into 1 is 4. So we will get 1 plus 4 minus 5. That is 5 minus 5 is equal to 0. Okay, now what we can observe here is RHS is also 0. That means left hand side is equal to right hand side or LHS is equal to RHS. Therefore, what we can say is x is equal to 1 is the root of the given equation. Okay, so you have to write down that as a statement that x is equal to 1 is the root of the given quadratic equation. Now let us check for x is equal to minus 1. So now we will substitute x is equal to minus 1 in LHS. That means here in LHS, x we will replace by minus 1. So left hand side will become minus 1 square plus 4 into minus 1 minus 5. So here minus 1 square is plus 1 and 1 into minus 1 is minus 4 and here minus 5. So what you can observe here, see these two are having same sign. So minus 4 and minus 5 will give us minus 9. Minus 9 plus 1, the answer is minus 8. But our right hand side is 0. So here left hand side is not equal to right hand side and therefore what we can say is x is equal to minus 1 is not the root. Here in this case it is the root, but x is equal to minus 1 is not the root of the given quadratic equation. Okay. So for such questions always keep in mind that you have to solve only LHS and you have to compare with RHS. In hurry, you write down the equation, you put the values there, which is wrong. You are going to get 0 marks for that. You need to only evaluate LHS and you have to compare with RHS. So that you have to keep in mind. Now let's go ahead. Fifth question and sixth question, they are similar. Okay. So by using the same steps, you can solve the fifth question. Now here, sixth question is activity based. Okay, so such question can be asked in question number 2A, where you have to complete any 2 activities out of 3. So let's see the question now. One of the roots of the equation 5m square plus 2m plus k is equal to 0 is minus 7 upon 5. Complete the following activity to find the value of k. Now see, this type of question can be asked in MCQ also for 1 mark. Okay, they will provide you with the 4 options and you have to choose the correct one. Now let us start here. See, dash is a root of a quadratic equation. So see here, It is clearly given the root is minus 7 upon 5. So here in the first box you will have minus 7 upon 5. So this value is going to satisfy this equation, and therefore we can put m is equal to minus 7 upon 5 in the equation. So everywhere in place of m now we are going to write minus 7 upon 5. Okay. So see, both the places minus 7 upon 5 will come. Now see, same number we are repeating everywhere. So here you will get only half mark for this. Correct? Because same number. Once you know the correct number, you can write it everywhere. Now you have to solve it. See, minus 7 upon 5, the whole square will be 7 square is 49 and 5 square is 25. So that 25 will get cancelled with 5 and you will get the answer as 49 upon 5. Now here, see, minus 7 into 2, that will be minus 14 upon 5 plus k is equal to 0 as it is. It is given by them. Now these two things, see, this is positive, this is negative. So we have to subtract. 49 minus 14, that will be 35. And 35 divided by 5, our answer is 7. So directly we have to write down the answer as 7. And then this 7 is shifted to right hand side. And therefore value of k is minus 7. So this way you have to solve the question. The same question here, fifth one, you can solve by using the similar steps. Got it? Now let's go ahead. After that, we have seen that the second topic here is methods to solve the quadratic equations. From that, the very first method is factorization method. Practice set 2.2 is based on this method. So the instruction is solve the following quadratic equations by factorization. Again, this is a 2-mark question. Okay. Now let's solve some of the examples from this. First one, x square minus 15x plus 54 is equal to 0. So here, while solving the quadratic equations by factorization method, you have to observe the sign of the last term or last term and the first term here. The coefficients means plus 54 is the coefficient here and 1 is the coefficient here. So we are going to multiply these two coefficients. So what we are going to do here is we are going to multiply 1 into 54, that is 54. First of all, this multiplication should be done. A into C we have to do. Now after that, we have to factorize this 54 in such a way that the sum should be minus 15. Whenever we have plus sign for the third term, we are going to think of addition. So think of two numbers whose multiplication is 54 and sum is 15. Okay. Now see, the middle term is negative. That means both the numbers will have negative sign. So we know that 9 6 are 54 and minus 9 minus 6 we are going to get minus 15. See, whenever here plus sign is there, always both the numbers will have same sign. Either they will be positive or they will be negative. How to decide the sign? Observe the middle term. If middle term is positive, both the numbers are positive. If the middle term is negative, both are negative. So here middle term is negative. Therefore, we have the numbers minus 9 and minus 6. Now this middle term we will split as minus 9x minus 6x. That is why this method is also called as factorization by splitting the middle term. So now the next step we can write like this. See, first term as it is. The middle term is split. 15 is split 9 plus 6. But while writing, we are going to write minus sign for both. So x square minus 9x minus 6x plus 54 is equal to 0. After writing this step, we have to group first two terms and last two terms and then we have to take out common. What we can observe here is x is common here. So inside the bracket we will get x minus 9. And here we will observe minus 6 is common. So inside the bracket we will get x minus 9. Now see here this is one term and this is another term, where we can observe that the bracket x minus 9 is common. So take it common, and in the second bracket you write down the remaining terms. That means x from the first term and minus 6 from the second term. Once you got these two brackets, that means you have factorized. See, this is called as polynomial. The left hand side alone is called as polynomial. Polynomial x square minus 15x plus 54 is factorized as x minus 9 and x minus 6. Now you know that when the multiplication of two numbers is 0, then either of the number is 0. That means either x minus 9 is 0 or x minus 6 is 0. And therefore we can write down that x is equal to plus 9 or x is equal to plus 6. So in this way this equation has two roots, x is equal to 9 or x is equal to 6. Finally you can write down the answer as a statement that therefore the roots of the given quadratic equation are 9 and 6. Again, this type of question can be asked in MCQs. They will give you the equation and they will ask that what are the roots of this equation, and you have to choose the correct answer from the given options. Or they will give you the roots and they will ask you the equation. You know how to find the equation. We have that particular this formula also to get the equation. You know that if alpha and beta are the roots of the equation, then the equation is given by x square minus inside the bracket alpha plus beta, outside the bracket x plus alpha beta is equal to 0. That means you have to add the two roots and then multiply by x, that is your middle term, and multiply the two roots and then that will give you third term. So you know that also. So the question can be asked in MCQs also. Either you have to find the roots or the roots will be given and you have to find the equation. Let us see one more sum here. Okay, so now this is the question. 5m square is equal to 22m plus 15. First of all, we have to write down the equation in standard form, that is x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So all the terms we have to shift to left hand side. Okay, so while doing it, you have to shift the terms which are on right hand side to the left hand side. So see, 5m square as it is, then plus 22m will become minus 22m and plus 15 will become minus 15. Okay, so convert it to standard form. Now let us go for the very first step, that we have to multiply the coefficient of first term and the last term. So that is 5 into minus 15, that will give us minus 75. Now see, the sign of the last term is negative. That means while splitting the middle term now, we will think of subtraction. Two numbers whose multiplication is 75 and difference is 22. Okay, that means one number is surely bigger than 22. So think of the numbers which are bigger than 22. So 23, it is not coming in table of 75. 24 also, we cannot divide 75 by 24. So the next number is 25. We know that 25 threes are 75. That means here if we think of 25 and 3, so 25 minus 3 is 22. Okay, so we got the numbers 25 and 3. Now we have to decide here the sign of bigger number. So here the bigger number is going to be negative because the middle term is negative. When we have plus sign, both the numbers are having same signs. But when we are having negative sign, one is positive and other is negative. So the bigger number sign we have to decide by observing the middle term. So here middle term is negative and therefore here the bigger number is negative. So the factors are here minus 25 and plus 3. See, minus 25 plus 3, the answer is minus 22. Also minus 25 into 3 is minus 75. So this middle term now we can split as minus 25m plus 3m. Now let us take out common. See, grouping we have to do. But now what we can observe here is only m is not common here, but 5m is common here. So while taking out common here, you take out 5m as common, and then inside the bracket you will get m minus 5. And here 3 is common, and here you are going to get m minus 5. You know that these both the brackets are always same. Now we will write down the factors in two different brackets, m minus 5, and the other bracket is 5m plus 3. Then we have to go for either or, that either m minus 5 is 0 or 5m plus 3 is equal to 0. So from this we will get the answers as m is equal to plus 5, and here m is equal to minus 3 upon 5, correct? Because 5m is minus 3 and then m is equal to minus 3 upon 5. So in this way, roots of this equation are 5 and minus 3 upon 5. Now whenever you have the coefficient here, coefficient of the square term or the value of a is other than 1, what you can find is the second root or one of the root is always a fraction. Got it? In this way you are going to solve quadratic equation. As I have said, the question can come for 2 marks also. It can come for 1 mark also in MCQ. Let's go ahead. The next is solution of a quadratic equation by completing square, but this is under the reduced syllabus. That is why practice set 2.3 is completely omitted. Take a note of this. It is not there for exam. Now let's go ahead. Then the next is formula for solving a quadratic equation. So here, if for the equation ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a is not equal to 0, the value of x can be found directly by using the formula minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. So this b square minus 4ac is called as discriminant, and it is written by using the Greek letter delta, a triangle like symbol. Okay, so this determinant, it decides the nature of the root. So in this way, here in the formula we can get two different roots which are called as alpha and beta. Because of this plus or minus sign, if we take plus sign, that is our alpha, and once we take minus sign, so that is beta. So here we get two roots as alpha and beta when we use the formula. Okay, now let us see one question here. So practice set 2.4 is based on this formula method. So from that, the first one here is compare the given quadratic equation with general form and write the values of ABC. This is already we have discussed in 2.4. Only difference is that here general form is not given. There the general form was given. That is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Okay, so simply you can see this equation. Now once again I will not discuss it because already we have discussed that. Let's go ahead. Here also the second equation is taken and you have to compare with standard form, and then you can write down values of a, b and c. Why this is given? You know, the formula method, when you are solving, the very first thing you have to do is this, that convert the equation to standard form, and you have to compare it with the standard form, and you have to write down values of a, b and c. Because in formula we can see these values only, na? Minus b plus or minus under root b square minus 4ac upon 2a. That is why this question is repeated again. Now let's go ahead. So let us see one question here. Solve using formula. So the question here is x square plus 6x plus 5 is equal to 0. First of all, you have to see whether the given equation is in standard form or not. Yes, it is in standard form. That is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. After that, immediately you have to compare it with x square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. Then we get a as 1, B as 6 and C as 5. Now, while using the formula method, directly you don't write formula. First, you find the value of B square minus 4AC. It will become easier for you there. Because inside the under root sign, writing all these things, that is becoming complicated. Okay, so you have to find B square minus 4AC first separately. So B square means 6 square minus 4 into 1 into 5. Because A is 1 and C is 5. So 6 square is 36 minus 20. Value of B square minus 4AC is 16, which we have found out. Afterwards, we have to write down the formula. Okay. So we know the formula. X is equal to minus B plus or minus under root B square minus 4AC upon 2A. It is compulsory to write down the formula. Formula carries half mark. Also, substitution is done in this formula. So if you are not writing formula, then logically you are wrong. So you need to write down the formula. Keep this in mind. Afterwards, you have to just put the values. In place of B, you will write 6, then plus or minus as it is. And this term already we have found out. So directly we can put 16 here and down 2 into 1 because value of A is 1. So next step is to substitute the values. Okay, so see, the values are substituted. Minus 6 plus or minus under root 16 upon 2 into 1. Now see, 16 is a perfect square, therefore root 16 we can write as 4. Okay, so x is equal to minus 6 plus or minus 4 upon 2. Now let us separate it, this plus or minus sign. Okay, in hurry you don't cut this 2 with 6 or 2 with 4, it is wrong. Go for either or. That either x is equal to minus 6 plus 4 divided by 2 or x is equal to minus 6 minus 4 divided by 2. So from here minus 6 plus 2 is minus 2. So here x is equal to minus 2 divided by 2, that is minus 1. And here minus 6 minus 4 is minus 10 divided by 2. So x is equal to minus 5. And therefore the roots of the equation are minus 1 and minus 5. Okay, so in this way you are going to use formula method. Students, so today I am stopping here. Remaining chapter we will revise in next lecture. So students, thank you.